set, but it wasn't enough. He's got to maintain that, though.
Yeah, they both had about 100 average in the second set. Now Whitlock upped his game, and he's doing well because of it, but didn't win the set because it was Peter's advantage. I think if Whitlock maintains the level he established in the second set, that he will in fact be able to win this set and hold the throw and establish more of a match. If he fails to do that, well, you know he's in big trouble.
Well, Peter Wright, we remember, recorded one of the highest averages in the history of the World Championship in that fantastic battle against Michael Smith. Just shy of 106 over 7 sets. And Whitlock in a spot of bother here, John.
Yes, already. You know, I say he'd be in big trouble if he loses this set, because he's had the advantage in 2 of them, of the first 3. So it's kind of hard to build from that if you're trying to come back. And at least if you're down
65.
the 1 set after, or down 3-0 and you've only started 1 set, you're only down 1 break of set, and it's a little more reasonable to think it's easier to come back.
39. 8-0
wow, I guess that says a lot.
Yeah, at the moment,
39 there.
At the moment, Whitlock simply isn't playing well enough, is he?
Well, it may have been discouraging for him that last set, that he played so well
140.
and he didn't get a result.
Well, I've got to say that visit was brilliant again from Peter Wright. He's left a finish after 12, a 1-dart finish.
135.
Yeah, and for a break,
20.
double 10, and he's 55% on doubles, so you don't expect him to miss this opportunity.
Well, that's the first one he's missed at double 10, though. Now it's important. Nerves! What nerves? He is playing some fabulous darts.
Well, he seems like all through this championship, when Peter Wright really needs a double, he's able to just take a few seconds extra, get a lock on it, and just float it up there. Sure seems simple sometimes when you see someone else doing it right.
60.
Well, it's taken him to set 3. But Simon Whitlock finally hits a 180, and crucially, it's come against, he just lost his throw. That's the perfect response, and he's in the box seat here to break straight back.
Well, he sure needed it.
100.
He may want to keep the big numbers coming in, not just for the 9-dart effort, but for his cause overall.
140.
He won't be bothered. He won't. 181. Almost sure, unless Peter Wright goes 181, 6-1 out, getting a chance to break.
95.
Arguably his best 6 darts of the match, and it's given him a chance here, a real chance. That'll do.
33.
Yeah, for an easy 11-dart chance. And now this is where Peter Wright doesn't have maybe as much experience. I should give him more credit, really, but
48.
you have to let these legs happen against you. You don't let them. You don't worry about them. Double 16. 12-dart leg. Nice adjustment using that first dart of double. And now he gets to throw again and has advantage again in the set.
Well, really good response. You've got to say, that was experience. That was skill. Courage as well. He was 2 sets down 92. And a breakdown.
Well, a lot's been made of Whitlock and his trouble holding leads, but I think on occasion he's made a few nice comebacks himself. You know, he's not. It's all about him blowing leads. Whitlock, he's been behind and he's made some comebacks.
At the European Championship against Jamie Caven, It was 9-4 down and 110-9.
140.
So he can do it, and that exercise some ghost for him, I can tell you. Great game. We knew it would be.
140.
Whitlock is fighting.
Oh, disappointing turn for Whitlock. I'm sure Wright anxious to get at the board now.
That's perfect. He's after perfection.
He changed his mind. You saw his eyes move down slightly. Because he didn't have the best angle, but in the end he decided to go for the 180, the big roar, and maybe he made a mistake there. Still, he's in great shape, don't get me wrong. Just on that dart I made a mistake.
Well, Peter Wright, 121, won the match against West Newton.
Yeah, a superb ball finish.
97. 701, 110.
And a big one. To hold his throw needs this. Treble 17 for tops. No pressure telling.
78.
Peter Wright really bullying Simon Whitlock. All he needs is double 12. Or will it be double 6 in the end? It has been a few times.
Well, first time he's hit double 12. It's a crucial hit as well. Massive moments in this semi-final here, John, because if Peter Wright wins this, it won't just be 3-0. It'll be 2 of those sets won against the darts, and then it really does need an epic comeback from the Aussie.
Well, speaking of against the darts, what a gritty set this has been. Every leg against throw won and earned. You know, 3 great efforts against throw so far in this set, and it's going to take another one by Simon if he wants to force the issue. He wants to force the issue, but if he's going to force the issue, we see the difference there in the 140s. The only difference in the score line on the big scores: 15 for Peter and 9 for Whitlock, and the doubling out. Well, that's all right. 53%. And Whitlock at 33%. That's come up because he was really suffering early on.
56.
Well, if you maintain a 53% checkout success rate over a long distance, you're going to win the majority of your matches.
Yeah, I'd say you probably win 4 and 5 of them. 4 out of 5 of them. I mean, that would be.
100.
It's reasonable to assume you have a very good chance to win. Saying that, I lost the first round of the match play this year with a 52%, so it's kind of a sore point, Stuart. Sorry.
84.
No pressure at the moment from the Wizard in this leg.
60.
Peter Wright's just opened the door a touch.
Yeah, really, Simon just needs a 140, so has a chance at that.
100.
It's 161, awfully big ask under the pressure Whitlock's under. That's if he even gets a chance. Wright has been magical. Needs treble 20 to start it. But he's more than happy just to get that down to a double. 61 left, so treble 7 I think he'll choose. No, what's the treble 15?
161.
So Peter Wright is coming back for a 3-set lead in his first championship semi-final.
Yep, he simply needs a 6, a 14, a 10, anything, but it's 32. Double 16. Right there, so calmly. Gains a 3-0 lead.
First leg, Peter to throw first. Game on.
And the composure, just this mannerism, this poise. It's got to be intimidating to Whitlock to watch him throwing. Whitlock needs to look at the floor, do anything but watch what Peter Wright's doing.
100.
Well, there we have it. After the first set, Wright 100.88. After the second set, 100.44. After 3 sets, 100.21.
140.
Exceptional, considering this is the first experience of a game this big. His performance so far has been, well, brilliant.
Well, there's that point, you know, in his first game, this first match that's this big for Peter Wright. But all his matches were tough, gritty matches. He's played a lot of sets and games this week, and
140.
really, he's just become used to the atmosphere. You know, to him, that's like home up there right now. He's been there so much on that stage, and all good feelings from being up there. So.
In 2011, Simon Whitlock in the World Match Play, the European Champion.
Break on a 130 out. Simon needs this, obviously. We keep saying needs. Yes, a bull to do it. And he has. This is there. See, I'm here still. An excellent finish.
Is that the moment we were talking about? Just something, one little bit of magic from the wizard to get him going, to get him in this semi-final. That might be it.
Yeah, you know, if to most people 3-0 down might sound really quite dire, but the actuality is Peter Wright's only halfway home. Simon knows that. He's not panicking. It's certainly an urgent matter because another set or two more and he would be in dire situation, but certainly lots of time for Simon if he keeps up like that.
Well, newfound confidence. Michael Van Gerwen and Adrian Lewis not too far away. One of the most eagerly anticipated matches in the history of the World Championship, I would suggest.
100.
Simon Whitlock looks a different player.
Peter has some fancy calculating to do if he wants to leave a finish and threaten Whitlock at all. Can't do it now. So even though 99 left seems awkward, he'll be comfortable with it. He has 6 darts. Maybe treble 20. Not surprised he went that way, but
59.
He's left tops. He knew if he missed low, he was never going to miss high on that first dart at tops. He knew if he missed low, just another and he leaves tops and he's coming back. That was the thinking. Instead of if you go for the treble and you hit a 1, then your turn really starts breaking down. So I think Simon was actually playing it safe in what might seem like a ridiculous strategy. And there, converts that tops. Says see, it all made sense.
It's all turned around. Don't forget, at the start of this 4th set, Peter Wright had the darts, throwing for a 4-set lead in a World Championship semi-final. Simon Whitlock has shown what a good player he is. Awful start, worst possible start, but that 130 finish on the bull has ignited something in the Aussie.
Yes, and I think it's important for Peter. He doesn't want to lose a set 3-0 in legs. Okay, maybe not a big deal losing a set when you already have 3, but I think it's just how Simon will feel if he sweeps the set with 2 breaks. He doesn't want to allow Simon that feeling.
59.
So far, it's looking like Peter will be able to hold his throw quite comfortably.
I mean, they're both averaging nearly 100.
100.
Peter Wright is averaging 100. Whitlock just shy, but the only surprise so far in this match, just 180 each.
134. Peter Igual 161.
That is surprising. He's just going to stay there. Simon not on a finish. 41 left, so 9 for double 16 left.
129.
And he's made double 16 look very easy. Very easy. So much so that Simon isn't really putting much effort into pressuring.
100. Peter Igual 32. Games on the third.
Finishing
Peter Wright.
has been exemplary.
Simon to throw first. Game on.
10 out of 17 in a World Championship semi-final, and his success rate is
50.
just shy of 60%. Only 50 from Whitlock.
And what an opportunity now, because if Peter can break, he'll have to throw to go up 4-0. So a blunder by Whitlock.
95.
Not punished too heavily. Chance to redeem yourself, Simon.
Well, we've reached one of the critical points of this semi-final, I think,
58.
John.
Yes, another turn without a treble. Peter, just knowing the situation, is trying a little too hard. Sometimes you're not nervous, but you get nervous because the other guy is so nervous. It is contagious. You pick up the vibes.
Well, a shake of the head there.
97.
Well, finally a big treble, but it may be too late. It's in Peter Wright's hands, this leg now.
Now he can pick any big treble, a 19 or a 20. Stayed at the 19s.
98.
Holding him back from that flowing strike attack he has.
Well, Peter Wright here. What a dart this would be! Oh, wow. He could hardly look, Simon Whitlock.
Well, I hope he didn't, because that wouldn't have helped him much. Hopefully he can just get that 16. Yeah, that can be a little iffy sometimes. And double top. Bring it down so hard with that adrenaline, and he has. Simon controls that second dart at double top, pulls it down in. Believe me, that's not easy when you've got that much adrenaline pumping through you. To stay alive with a hope in this semifinal. And Peter